And they've put up a team that says, we will check if it does not qualify, if it does not meet these rules of origin or local content rules, it won't qualify. So the rules are there. You cannot participate, and I think that's what SADC needs to do as well. You cannot participate on the community of SADC unless you have a wholly produced product or you meet a certain local content threshold. Equally, you cannot participate in a local tender unless you have a substantially altered or manufactured product in Zimbabwe. Because you can be Zimbabwean who goes to China and brings in Zimbabwe and then gets a tender in government. And you are literally using a Zimbabwean to export money from Zimbabwe. So we need a public procurement that tightens local content regulations. We need a similar approach at SADC level, the same approach that has been done in African continent.
And of course, there's so much is still happening at the Harare International Conference Center. And right here, we are discussing with Mr. Mnyaradzi more about what has been said by the speakers. His Excellency has officially opened the Industrialization Week, and so much of the what needs to be done, the actions to take, and also the expectations from this particular week have also been talked about. And let's briefly talk about the value chains. His Excellency spoke about cotton to clothes. He also spoke about pharmaceuticals, iron and steel.
Yes, diesel.
Are these the ingredients that you see in industrialized setting?
Of course, Manise, my friend. I mean, have you been there?
I've passed through Mvuma. And then
you must go to that place because this building, this equipment, my camera, kuvaka ma building, it's Manise and all that. And we have had for years that, the iron, we just needed to get people with the technology and say, please set up a big processing unit so that Zimbabwe is a major player.
Right.
Hembe that Africa is easy, but cotton kugokwe nyambuzia uko ndoku inorimwe yaya ndio inogadzira isu maybe tokangamwa you get it. Boots zo wakapfeka idzi ng'ombe yokumberengwa yokumunene ikachekwa ikatogwa cotton ndio inogadzirwa boots. Sometimes we make things so complicated and we don't actually see that. And then pharmaceuticals, a lot of pharmaceuticals tisaite sekuti akakanganwa ndakamborwa necovid ka takabaika nicho chimu chetei
the jab, the testing
natira zumbani
right.
A lot of pharmaceuticals come from local herbs and then go through a scientific. That's a value chain. And then the world, health is a big issue around the world. So what we need to do is all those value chains must be invested in.
Interesting. So much we can talk about, of course, when we talk of value chains. Mr. Wemgere would really love to explain more about what we can benefit, what exactly is being done in Zimbabwe. He spoke about the pharmaceuticals and also the waste to actually be not used as waste management is now a different thing. But now let's go back. Justin Matlakla is on standby to HICs, and let's get to speak to Justin.
Namuzo Munangagwa, the incoming SADC chairperson for the 44th SADC Summit of Heads of State and Government, has officially opened the 7th SADC Industrialization Week here in Harare, rallying SADC member states to speak with one voice, to re-strategize, to reposition themselves for industrialization, of course highlighting the deliberate efforts that the government of Zimbabwe has taken in terms of adoption of the heritage-based education 5.0, for example, establishment of innovation hubs and industrial hubs across universities and other centers in Zimbabwe as a way to foster and promote as well as accelerate industrialization, adoption of those policies that also promote the inclusion of the youths as well as the private sector. Sibukele President Emerson Damuzo Mnangagwa has perhaps given the map in terms of what other member states in the SADC regional bloc can adopt to foster industrialization.
I think that is brilliant. Zimbabwe is all systems go. I think we're ready to actually lead the conversation on how we can industrialize. Education 5.0 is a perfect blueprint of how we can actually incorporate all of this to grassroots levels and make sure that young children know what it's like to actually build, participate and grow an industry that will actually benefit them. We know that there's been a lot of discrepancy between our education system and of course how various people have then been unable to work in the various industries. But today I'm joined by a Zimbabwean entrepreneur, Conwell Mutote. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. Welcome to this SADC opening conference.
Thank you very much.
What are your expectations as an industrialist?
This SADC conference has given us an opportunity to cross-pollinate with other investors in the region. Moving forward as Human Chemicals, we are looking at starting to export into other countries. So this opportunity which has been given us by SADC is to make sure that we cross-pollinate, to exchange ideas and innovations with other players in the market.
What chemicals are you producing and where from?
Okay. Human Chemicals is a manufacturer of aluminum sulfate, which is a major component in water treatment. And we are currently based in Bindura, where we set up a manufacturing plant employing 160 local members there.
Have you managed to get certification with the local bodies that accredit and do quality assurance and etc.?
Yes, definitely. As Human, we are currently working for ISO certification, and we are currently working with SADC so as to set the standards of our product. And we have set up a laboratory, so whatever which is coming in is of good standard, whatever which is going out is of good standards. So definitely we are proud of our product, that it can actually compete with other products outside Zimbabwe.
What are your hopes for this week? What are you hoping this summit is going to do for you and your organization?
Definitely. We have, since the beginning of this week, we have engaged a number of investors, a number of local authorities, since local authorities are one of our major clients. And opening those avenues for ourselves, networking with people like Mozambique, people from Mozambique, South Africa, and Botswana.
Well, thank you very much, Conwell, for joining us. Conwell Mtote is from Bindura and showing us what has been happening and how Zimbabwe can actually engage the rest of the world. There are many other things that we look forward to from time to time and how we can always grow and establish broader markets. We are hoping that this engagement is going to open up better interactions and facilitation for Zimbabweans. Justin, we're talking about how Zimbabwe can now engage the region and beyond from this conference going onwards.
This is a very crucial, is SADC moving ahead, forging ahead as a bloc, forging ahead as a region, of course leaving no country, no member state behind. It's very important. Also, as President Mnangagwa said, brick upon brick,
stone upon stone.
Well, we know that as we speak, the president and delegates are touring exhibitions that are here. We have exciting, interesting, intriguing exhibitions coming from countries such as Malawi. There are special rice, for example, some exhibiting from Madagascar, exhibitions from the Republic of Tanzania, and of course our own local exhibitors are also participating here.
It's very exciting, but for now we got to say goodbye. It's been such a pleasure. Zimbabwe is open and ready to engage and re-engage with anyone that is willing to work with us. I am Sibigele Maposa, not doing this alone, here with Justin Mahlahla. It has been a pleasure.
A pleasure indeed. Pleasant viewing.
This program was brought to you by Kurima Center, Kurima Kunemari, your one-stop shop for all your agricultural inputs. Kurima Center, Kurima Kunemari, Ugulima Gulemali.
Addis Ababa, somewhere ko. I mean, ko Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. In Addis Ababa. Ilikuwa Addis Ababa in Ethiopia.
It is in Botswana, Gaborone.
Angola, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Zambia, Madagascar, Botswana, Lesotho, Mauritius, Eswatini.
We've got Zimbabwe, South Africa, Angola, Zambia. Those are the ones that I'm aware of.
Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa, Tanzania. Tine Mozambique, Malawi, Botswana. I think that's what it is here.
Zimbabwe, South Africa, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Zambia.
There is Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, Angola, Tanzania.
Yeah, I've got Zimbabwe, Zambia, Angola, Seychelles, Madagascar, Lesotho, Swaziland, South Africa. You've got Namibia, Mozambique, Malawi, Eswatini, Angola. Yeah, I think that's the few that I know.
Mozambique. I forget.
Zimbabwe, South Africa, Lesotho, Swaziland, Mozambique, Zambia, Angola, Namibia, and South Botswana and Italy. I think this was the more.
Ndoziva Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia, South Africa.
Ndoziva Zambia, ndoziva South Africa, ndoziva Botswana, and this is.
And that's like Zimbabwe, Tanga is Zimbabwe. Tini Angola, Tini Malawi, Botswana, Namibia, South Africa. I'm from 14, 15, but I'm Buddha. Yeah, Buddha.
Zimbabwe, South Africa, Zambia, Swaziland, Botswana.
Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Botswana, Mozambique.
There's South Africa, there's Zimbabwe, there's Eswatini. That's 3.
Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, Botswana, Madagascar, DRC.
Just turn up the radio. What's up? Are you listening? Come on. You know we're growing the economy and a united community. Everybody here, hold hands. Do you feel me? Southern African Development Community. In case you wonder when you see the name on your TV. Everybody in the house, put your hands up. Throw your hands up. Put your hands up. Everybody in the house, put your hands up. Throw your hands up. Put your hands up. SADC, throw your hands up. Put your hands up. SADC. A for Angola. Ola Iamo Angola, the home of the diamond and oil. B for Botswana. Blessed be this noble land of diamond and beef. They have the best national parks, wildlife, swamps, sand dunes. Try the tourism. Pula, let there be rain. C for Comoros. You know they stay busy with great agriculture and fishing. Found across the Indian Ocean. If you need to get away, you should get it in your motion. Democratic Republic of Congo. Limitless water, abundant deposits of diamond, copper, and gold. If I'm looking down from the top of the mountain, there's more minerals than we can count, man. Like cobalt, tin, tantalum, etc., etc. The kingdom of Eswatini is the new promise of Africa. Majestic in all its ways, rich traditions, customs, royal friendly, makes you feel welcome. They'll make you feel home. Lesotho, the kingdom in the sky. What else? High hills, highlands, water reservoirs, and another diamond hub. And what about M? Madagascar. Madagascar, spreading vanilla scents to the world.